From our very first contact with European and Arab slave catchers and masters, they would see our most ornate hairstyles, and one of the first things that they did to their new human cargo was to shave their hair, so disconnecting them from African culture and the adornment.
The hair is the symbol of your essence. It is your essence that frightens them. That wearing that hair a certain way says that you are aware of your essence. You are aware of your strength. You are aware of your beingness. And he has done everything in his power to destroy your consciousness of yourself, to destroy your human beingness. And so when you see somebody come up with natural hairdo and sacred locks and dressing in traditional clothing, first thing he sees is that that's not my slave anymore. I must now be afraid of him because the crimes I've committed have been so atrocious. Anybody in their right mind is going to kill me when they find out about the crimes.
The symbolism behind anything dealing with removing our power, they had to cut off anything. So the penis, they cut that off because that would hang. The hair, they cut that off because that hangs. Everything dealing with power, it stretches toward the sun. It stretches out. It shows a level of extension or existence or prolonging of its existence. So they want to make sure we destroy that.
So I think that hair has always been used as a form of resistance, especially for African warriorhood. So whether we look at the Maasai of Kenya and Tanzania, in order for them to be warriors, they have to grow locks. And so you can tell how long a man has been a warrior based on the length of his hair.
I think that when you compare hair to virility, which is what people often think hair is, it's a connection to virility. I think that we should expect to see that European society has problems with black hair. This should be expected. Because we don't talk about it enough, we're not clear about its manifestations. It was just last year that New York City made it illegal to discriminate on workers based on wearing African hairstyles.
White people have had control over our bodies. They've been able to control where we go, what we do, even what we do sexually, of course. But in this day and age, the slavery is not so much physical as it is mental, you know? So by telling us that having locks or having our hair in an afro or in its natural state is unprofessional, this is now a mental slavery that is taking place.
There have been so many laws in the United States that actually regulate black women's hair and appearance. So even like the Tignon laws in Louisiana, where it was actually illegal for black women to show their hair in public. Some say because the hair was seen as so ugly and unattractive that it needed to be covered up, but most say it was a way to prevent white men from being attracted to the beauty of black women. But considering that black women had to wear head wraps, and we could create the most Erykah Badu style, that it was still attracting white men's attention, and white women could not mimic that head wrap style. And so that it actually became a threat because the white men were more interested in the black women in Louisiana than the white women.